Well.
Alright, this is it. You gotta hit now. Like,
hit it.
Hit.
Sing.
I hope you kill. Honestly, I wish Retribution was done. If they killed Elf, that would have been 10k off the top. If he lives by 10k, that's gonna suck.
Hard.
Bro, I'm gonna blame it on it.
Bro, this animation time. I believe in you.
Well, from what I know, it should not come down to animation time.
Oh, well.
I hope
it does keep going.
Watch it be glitched. Watch it be glitched.
But it does go though. The timer keeps going, so it can come down to animation time.
We hope that time is not glitched.
I don't think it is. Come on.
Crit. Oh my.
No. Alright. Damn it.
No.
Hold on.
Why the
Okay,
animation
next
time?
round,
That's crazy.
next round, everyone flee but me.
What is the stink doing here?
Come on.
So Val and Richard flee.
Oh,
okay.
God damn it.
So you actually would have. So.
We would have won? Is that what you're saying? We would have won?
Yeah, you needed the elf. That matter. Yeah, you needed the elf.
we would have won.
And if you went last, it would have also helped him.
So elf team's got a.
Oh my god.
That was it. So we got the formula done. Okay, so
we got it. We can do this.
Okay, I just need Stefan to follow the guys.
Okay,
Like,
everybody do exactly what you did. Right, follow those guides, all that
We
stuff.
got this. We got
perfect.
Yeah,
The only
we
thing
can
we need to
win.
work on is get an elf, and then you will go last. That's the only change. So you'll do exactly.
Okay.
So are you?
Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Richie Unicorn Caller, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is Wednesday. It is almost time for Thanksgiving to spend some time with the family and eat a bunch of food. I am personally excited. This is gonna be another one of those videos where, you know, we put it in the closet. You know, our closet has been, man, our closet has been filled. We put a bunch of stuff that we don't really necessarily talk about anymore, like spellments, cantrips, and now raids and guilds, because, yeah, I'm at my limit. And I think it's probably best that I kind of take a step back. Just because right now I am not in the appropriate headspace to do any more raids right now, right? So for those of you that don't know, I've been trying to do raids for basically the past month, I guess, and each raid law is a fail. I have failed every single raid attempt I have done, so like many hours down the drain. And so right now we did the one last night, and we were very close. You know, we were super close. We didn't get the one spell card. If you're not familiar with raids, there's a specific spell card outside, and that spell card basically does like half the health of the main boss that you're fighting, which is Nullity, right? And unfortunately, we did not get that. Val did a crazy hit with the Scion. That was a crazy hit, and you know, if we did get that one spell card from the outside battle, and we could have won that. And this was all done while I was on the toilet. Like, that run, that specific run, I was on the toilet. And, yeah, it really sucks. It really does suck to lose a lot. But I think what I'm losing more is kind of like my mental state, you know, in a sense. Because it's getting to the point where now I'm starting to really not like, I'm not liking raids now. I really am. But I'm not gonna bash it so much. Because there are some very passionate raiders out there. There's passionate players that like a bunch of stuff. If you like PvP, that's awesome. If you like PvP, that's awesome. If you like to decorate, you know, in the housing community or whatever, you know, that's awesome. You know, if you like to collect monster animus like me, I used to collect some monster animus. You can see it in the background. You know, do what you like to do in the game. And there are people that are passionate about raiding and stuff like that. And, you know, for me, all I ever wanted was, you know, at least try it once, or, you know, at least be able to at least win once to kind of get that experience and, you know, kind of show off the nullifier badge. But with all of these raid losses, I think I'm just kind of drained now. And, like, after that raid run, the only thing I wanted to do was just, like, log off. Like, that's literally all I wanted to do. Like, I was so, like, mentally drained that I didn't even want to hop on like PlayStation with my friend. Like I was so done playing video games after that over this video game, you know? And it's like I don't like feeling that way, but I also don't like the whole guild hopping thing because I think I built my guild kind of based on the community. And, you know, when I had to remove people from the guild, it really hurt them. You know, they asked, like, you know, why was I kicked from this guild? You know, what did I do? And, you know, it's kind of like this kind of internal process that we all have. You know, why am I kicked from a group or a friend group? You know, you start to wonder, what did you do wrong? And quite frankly, nothing. You know, nobody does anything wrong. I had to remove people from my guild just to make space for raiders or people that would be willing to farm Azoth with us. And I think that has kind of made me separate some relationships I had with some viewers, you know, rather than make them stronger. And it's really sad the way that they've kind of made guilds, because guilds is a maximum of 50 players, right? So basically 50 unique accounts. So after you reach that 50 cap, you're then kind of going through the list of like, okay, who can I remove real quick to make space for this one person? And then the same process happens over and over and over again, you know? I understand why they don't want so many people in a single guild, but at the same time, when you're trying to build this type of, I don't know, this social feature, and it's very limited, I feel like, to me, that doesn't really make the best sense. Like, I don't really know, like, what the Wizard 101 development philosophy is. Like, I don't know what that philosophy is, because that is all the stuff that happens in the office. But it just made me feel kind of terrible. It made me feel like a villain, and it's like, I don't want to feel like a villain just to go raiding and get these failed loot drops. I think the only thing I've gotten from the raid that's life was the life deck. That's it. The rest of it was just amulets and aethums and stuff like that. And that was all for different schools. Like, I think I got like 2 to 3 like ice amulets. So, yeah. And it's frustrating. You know, kind of going back on the topic about raids, it's very frustrating to lose over and over and over again, right? And I think what kind of really confused me the most was all of these different strategies, and there's so many strategies to the point where you yourself kind of start getting confused. A lot of people telling me, oh, do you have this pet? Like, no, equip this pet. Like, oh, do you have the Jade hat? No, wear the, you know, anything else hat. Or the robe. No, it was the robe. It was kind of like a in-between between kind of the Dragoon robe and the Spooky Carnival robe. So it's like, which one do you want me to wear for, like, the most optimal success? And then you also have one side that says, oh, resist doesn't matter, kind of focus on outgoing. Be like, no, you need good resist and a little bit of good outgoing. Okay? And it's like, okay. Have this one spell card in. Be like, no, put this spell card in. I'm like, which one is it? Okay? And, you know, I don't know. I'm not in the right mental headspace to kind of make those quick decisions. I actually liked doing the raids, you know, even though I'm kind of taking a break from it and I'm kind of done doing them for now. I really did have fun kind of communicating with everyone and stuff like that. But at the same time, I think I kind of reached that social limit to the point where it's like, wow, I am so tired of talking to everyone right now, you know? And I miss playing PlayStation. I miss playing Call of Duty. I miss it. I miss, you know, playing my console. And again, if you're not familiar with raids, these are 30 minutes, and you know, each run is 30 minutes. So this gate will stay open for 3 hours. You gotta dedicate 3 hours to it, right? You know, you can always tap out and stuff like that, but you know, there's no fun in not doing those extra runs to try and get as much loot or wins as possible, you know? So for the whole 3 hours, I'm sitting on my chair, and the babies are all around the place, you know, just running around, and I'm just sitting here in my chair, glued, and, you know, just keep losing. You know, and again, I didn't like that kind of factor of, like, not getting enough time to spend with the family and stuff like that. It kind of feels like I was isolating myself from them, and I don't know, I didn't like that. I really didn't really like that, and it's just like, it kind of just got to the point where, again, like I said, every time I would be done a raid, I'm exhausted. Not from the loss, but just the amount of hours it was. And also a little bit maybe from the losses. I think the losses kind of got to my head. But, yeah, I'm going to try and just get back to my own guild. And, yeah, I'm done raiding. At least for now, or at least when I'm a little bit recharged. Like, I think I've drained myself on Wiz so much, and I have spent so much money, you know, just buying energy elixirs, trying to make the perfect raid pet, and having to give people energy elixirs, because if you don't know, there's a high level of like cantrips you have to do, including the magic touch cantrip, and then some people might run out of energy, then you have to give them an energy elixir, and then the next person runs out of energy, so you gift them an energy elixir, so forth and so forth. Basically me just sucking down a bunch of like energy elixir juice. I am curious as what an energy elixir actually tastes like. I would love to know like what the ingredients are. But yeah, in all seriousness, I'm done. And I'm just throwing in the towel. You know, and I appreciate everybody else for kind of like inviting me to other guilds, because I know a lot of people, you know, I know a lot of fans wanted me to win and stuff like that. And I appreciate it. I really do appreciate all the invites. But, you know, I think I want to do a raid win in my own guild and kind of just do it for my own sake. Because, again, I'm not really the biggest fan of the whole, like, you know, leaving the guild, going to the next guild that had the battle gate open, and then the next guild, and the next guild. Actually, they're doing it tonight again. And, yeah, I'm just not in the headspace for that to do it again. So, yeah, if I do get my guild back, waiting for Colin. But, yeah, just, I'm not in the mood, man. I just do not have it. Nope. Oh, that's another thing. Like, whatever happened to adventure parties? Like, what are they gonna do with adventure parties? Like, I barely... Actually, let me leave these adventure parties, because I always... How do I leave adventure parties? Okay, I'll figure that out later. But yeah, I'm done with raids. I'm done with the raids and just, you know, I'm just exhausted, you know. You know, everybody's been telling me, like, oh, Richard, I got 15 wins. Like, oh, Richard, I have 50 wins. You know, I'm proud of you. Like, honestly, like, I really am. Like, if you can do all of that, like, good for you. Like, I'm not going to be all, you know, sour and be like, oh, whatever. But that's good. You know, that should be an accomplishment. And it really is good to see a lot of players have something to do in this game, you know. And especially in Wiz, when there's, you know, sort of so little to do, you know. And especially when people have a specific interest in mind. So it is really nice to see a bunch of people passionate about raids. And sadly, I'm just not one of those passionate ones. And, yeah, I don't know. It feels weird. It just, you know, feels weird. I feel like this whole guild update has done more, like, separation than rather, like, you know, togetherness. I don't know. But I don't know what their philosophy is. I'll just let them deal with it. But until then, the whole guild and raid conversation going in the closet. I mean, our closet is filled up. We put so much stuff in the closet. But this time, I'm actually really seriously done. Right? So if I do get back in my own guild, and you do want to join my guild, whether you're going to farm Azoth, or whether you're curious about any future raids, which, again, I'm not going to be doing raids anytime soon, so I don't want to give y'all any false hope about that one. And also, if you just want to chill in a guild, feel free to chill in a guild. And like I said, it's 50 max accounts. So once it gets to 50 accounts, the guild will be full. And so we'll be back at that kind of predicament again. And so, again, if you want to join a guild, and there you go. But I'm just not going to be raiding anymore, you know? So, alright. Good talk, everybody. Wasn't like a 50-minute video. I'm glad I kind of got that off my chest. And again, no hard feelings for anybody in the other previous raids, by the way. You know, I had so much fun with Val, Colin, Frenzy, Abdul. I had so much fun with everybody, you know. It's not like anybody's problem or anything like that. That's kind of another main thing I wanted to do with the raids. I wanted to make sure everybody was comfortable and stuff like that. And I didn't want anybody blaming, oh, it's all your fault. Or like, oh, it's the outside team's fault and stuff like that, you know. So, yeah, I had fun until the very end. And, yeah, I hope you guys had some fun raids with me. So, that'll be it. We're done, and I'm gonna go downstairs, get something to eat. And, yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace out, and have a wonderful holiday break. Happy holidays, guys. And, peace out.